Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Elite Mode, Case 44, Murder, he wrote. Let's unlock Birth of Evil number 2, and now all we have to do is find the documents that our latest killer hid somewhere. Congratulations on putting a vicious Sombra agent behind bars, Katarina, but we still got to solve the mystery we came to Argentina for in the first place. Lorena killed the victim because he was close to discovering a treasure trove of Sombra documents. If those documents were left here by Sombra's Antarctic explorers, finding them might reveal what those early Sombra agents did after their return to Argentina. Katrina, I'm so glad I found you. I managed to get Lars to sleep after his suicide attempt, but I'm totally exhausted. It's not like they make greeting cards for this, so your wife's a traitor. Better luck next time. Well, I know exactly what will take your mind off Lars. Katarina could use you in this case. We came to Ashtia to search that library for clues, so it's time to stop spinning our wheels. Go find me a lead, Katarina. Alright. Just the library. Alright, for now, let's go. It's what we came here to investigate in the first place. No dead body? No, thank God. Laptop. And a broken board, which I saw first. Wow, I don't usually spend so much time around books, Katarina. They smell all nerdy. You're right, that laptop has Lorena's name on it. Unlocking it might give us a lead on that Sombra cache. And that broken board might even belong to Lorena too. Let's put it back together. Alright. Alright, music is playing back again. Alright. Why wouldn't they fix that glitch? Oh my, that's some hacking stuff and I can't do that. The contents of Lorena's laptop are encrypted. Or maybe Elliot can find something. That's a lot of encrypted stuff. 18 hours. Now the broken board. Oh. Katarina, this corkboard definitely belongs to Lorena. It's full of library notices, books people haven't returned. And there's also an old newspaper clipping mentioning Antarctica. It says, Antarctica expedition returns in disgrace. Katarina, this is clearly about Sombra's Antarctic expedition. We're back on their trail. Wait, you're right. The photo's caption says, pictured Captain Alejandro Prax. That's hardly a common surname. He must be related to Lorena. So a relative of Lorena's went on this Sombra expedition. We already knew that one Eduardo Ruiz was in charge of that mission, but he's a literal dead end. Maybe this Prax captain will be a better lead. Katrina, Lorena's refused to talk to us about Sombra's documents cache, but the subject of her family might get her to open up. Let's go. Looks like apple doesn't fall far from tree. Please spare Katrina, you're wasting your time. I won't answer questions about Somers's cache. We're not here for that. We found your newspaper clipping about the failed Antarctica expedition, and it mentioned one Alejandro Prax. My grandfather. So what? You thought I'd be ashamed to admit it? Well, you might be ashamed of how badly your Gramps messed up. That article said his expedition returned in disgrace. The real disgrace is how the Argentine government treated my grandfather. Argentina booted these explorers out of their mandated Antarctic territories. So my grandfather failed his somber mission. The shame. My heart bleeds for him. What did your grandfather do after returning to Argentina? His whole team dispersed in different directions. He moved countries just before I was born. And you're not telling us where he went, huh? Play cool all you want. You practically lived at the library, so we'll find more answers there. As if the library will reveal its mysteries to you, you'd have better luck at the tourist shop, shopping for local clothes. I got the poncho. But we'll go back to the library to investigate more. Katrina, do you think this birth certificate might be Lorena's? Why would she keep her birth certificate here? If you're right, the document might tell us where her family ended up, her Sombra grandfather included. Let's dust it quick. Yeah. Well, everything is in Spanish. Katrina, I can read Lorenzo's name on this birth certificate, but that's as far as my Spanish goes. Let's get into the pond. Yeah. What's on this laptop, if you manage to find it? And one more thing, I hope the internet will work well, because I'm again connected to the Wi-Fi, the cable doesn't work again. Finally, you make me something interesting, Katarina. Lorenzo's laptop was the IT equivalent of Fort Knox. She was piggybacking her entire OS with an encrypted online server. I had to hack into it just to be able to access the directory. You gotta start getting out more, Elliot. Whatever. Look at this video I found, Katarina. Alright, show us. Buenos dias, the weather for tomorrow, 23.65 degrees. For the coast, 36.556 degrees. The 5-day outlook temperatures between 13.7 and 38.9967 degrees. A fire warning is in effect. Keep your houses safe. Weather report. I guess Lorena really liked the weather channel. No, Jack. These weather patterns are encoded Sombra transmissions. And the signs are good. Fire warning in effect is an order to destroy the Sombra cache. Oh! What? Lorena was told to destroy the documents? What are we going to do now, Katarina? Lorena has refused to talk about the cache, so it's useless to ask her if she's already burned everything. You're right, there's still Ignacio Munoz. He was involved in finding the cache, and Maybe he knows more than he's told us. If there's any chance we can recover some of Summers' documents, we've got to move fast, Katarina. Ignacio had better tell us everything he knows. Yeah. Alright, now the birth certificate. Mamie, you sent me a very rare thing. I've never seen a birth certificate from the sovereign democracy of Uruguay. Don't call yourself a loser, Guy DuPont. You're not that bad. Seize your teasy, Jack. I'm talking about Uruguay, the country. That's where your Sombra agent is from. Poor girl. Maybe I'd be Sombra too if I'd grown up with loser. Jack, please. Sorry, Katrina. But honestly, I must have skipped geography that week because I have no idea where Uruguay is. It's a small country 700 miles west of continental South America. They're historically insular, not prominent in world politics. And Uruguay is where Lorenzo's grandfather, like after Summers' Antarctic expedition, chose to emigrate. Chief Ripper will want to hear about this, Katarina. Yeah. Alright, let's go to Ignacio now. Enough games, Munoz. Lisbeth and Katrina intercepted a Sombra transmission ordering the destruction of the cache. We need to know where those documents are right now. If I knew anything about the Lisbeth and Katrina, wouldn't I have already told you? No. Listen to me. You're the Things Roadshow wannabe. We don't Sombra paid you to stop Ernesto from finding the cache. Cooperate, or you'll never see your beloved antiquities again. There's no need for that. I may have asked Lorena about what was in that Sombra cache, but she told me to mind my own business. Lorena said that the contents were gone and that they had never reached the city. Never reached the city? You're right, Katrina. Lorena must have destroyed those documents up in the mountains. We've got a mountain to climb, Katarina. We better get some energy for the trail. Alright. Alright, let's go to mountains. There it is. Oh no, don't tell me that burnt pile of paper is what we were looking for. So we're too late, Katarina. The cache of Sombra documents is burned and gone. You're right. Maybe if we look through the ashes we can salvage something. Yeah. Alright, let's look through the ashes. Come on, give me something. Oh, a sentence. One of the documents hasn't been completely burned. That's something. The message reads, on El Rey's orders, we'll move forward with the mission. What's that supposed to mean? You're right, Katrina. If this is a Sombra communication, Michelle might know who this El Rey is. We need to get this paper to her stat. Alright. You said it like there was going to be an analysis, but no. That's fine. Lorena tried to destroy the Sombra documents, but Katarina found this message in the ashes. It mentions orders from someone called El Rey. El Rey? Are you sure? But El Rey is a myth. He's a boogeyman with the highest echelons of Sombra allegedly fear, though nobody's ever said they've seen him. Why would the highest echelons of Sombra fear this guy? Who's El Rey supposed to be? The story goes that El Rey controls all Sombra, but Sombra is fragmented for a reason. Every agent, every commander is replaceable. Having one supreme leader is too much of a risk. And yet he sounds quite real on that note, Katarina. I'd say we finally found who it is we've been chasing this whole time. Well, if you're really going after El Rey, Katarina, I may as well cash in my pension. We'll need all the money we can get. That's right. Katarina, so I woke up and remember some things I'd done while drunk. I'm sorry to have worried you. You'd better be. You nearly gave me a heart attack. Never do anything like that again, Lars. Yes, telling the girls that their mom was never coming back hit me hard. But I'm getting help. I made an appointment with Marina. Very glad to hear that, bro. You've got to take care of yourself. I am pleased also, but we must discuss an urgent matter. Katarina, what's this I hear about a mythical Sombra leader? He's known as El Rey, and believe me, I have mentioned him long ago if I thought he was real. If we catch this El Rey, we can dismantle Sombra from the top, finally slay the Hydra. We'll be alert for any signs of him. And for now, we got a new lead on Sombra's origins. After they failed their Antarctica expedition, the old Sombra cell dispersed, and at least one agent moved to Lusaguay. You said the Sombra agent was Lorena's grandfather, but beyond her family, there are no indications of Sombra activity in that country. Yes, there are. Katrina, you know how Lorena received Sombra's weather-coded orders? Well, that video came from Lusaguay. So this means someone working for Sombra is still in Lusaguay. In that case, Katarina, Lusaguay is where we need to go. Yeah. And we'll be surprised to see that. Lusaguay is... how one of you guys commented. Or maybe not on my channel, but on Ace's channel. Latin North Korea. But that's not going to happen here because this is the elite mode. We're gonna stop here, we're gonna continue playing in another elite mode. Maybe I'll give you a hint again as to which case I'm going to do next. So, thank you for watching. Don't leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!